I'm Stephen Heddon with Fusion Creative Marketing in Valdosta.
And I'm Kurt Fowler with Fowler & Company. And what we want to talk to you about today is how brands are experienced in today's economy. It used to be that Ford could put out an advertisement and tell you all about their new car, and you took Ford for their word. But today, you're not going to do that anymore. Today, you're going to experience, either because you went into a store, you drove a car, or you're going to experience through online media where everybody out there is always reviewing brands these days. So brands today, you've got to make sure not only that you're selling what you can actually deliver, but you got to make sure that that experience is exactly what you've sold your potential clients on.
There's a lot of feedback on the digital media. If you look at user reviews, think about restaurants. If you're in another town and you see maybe a non-chain, a mom and pop restaurant, and you're interested in going to that restaurant, you're not going to look, you will find them on the web, on their, see if they have a website. But what you're going to do, you're going to look at user reviews. And those are very important in experiencing a brand. For instance, recently I wanted to purchase a sound device to listen to my music with my iPhone. So what I did, I found something, a Philips product that I thought was good. Well, I went to the Philips site, I looked at the product very briefly, but then I went to user reviews. And those users have experienced that brand. So what they do, they post reviews on the internet, and then you go to it. And what that means in your advertising is not so much what you promise your client, but what people say about your product that drives the product. So it's kind of like a three-legged stool. You advertise, you have to have it sustained, you have to have it within budget, but you also have to have that user experience. It's very important, that feedback from other people that have experienced that product. And then you also have the in-store experience. Right now, Apple is one of the most valuable brands in the world, and they have every phase of that user experience intact, including the in-store experience. If you've ever been to an Apple store, they really have a system, and that's why they're successful with user experience.
And with the Generation Y coming up, they're going to become your biggest customer group. Generation Y has proven, and all the studies have proven, that they're not going to buy unless they get third-party user reviews. So whether or not you're being reviewed on the web yet or not, at this point in time, you're going to be. Word of mouth is moving faster and faster, and so you've got to measure that, you've got to manage it, and you've got to make sure it's consistent with the brand that you're putting out there through your advertising mediums.